check, everybody. 1, 2. Hello, folks. Now, for those of you who don't know, I play Darktide most nights. From about midnight to 3 or 4 in the morning. That won't always be. I'm a stay-home dad, and it's the only time that I have to kind of like decompress, you could say, with everything that's going on. So, what we are doing is beating our bases against a wall of heretics in the end game for Darktide, which is a mode called Havoc. And I am playing with randoms, and we're having a hard time. Lots of losses. The losses in this game, oddly enough, are what make it addictive and exciting. I don't like losing. I don't like no progress after the end of hours of, let's say some good attempts and ultimate epic failures, and certainly the fact that I think I'm not a clutch player myself, so while I see a higher percentage of people in these games who have those skills, even that, it doesn't seem to be enough, and it seems like all 4 people need to be epic players. Uh, it's possible that the curve of difficulty, kind of plateaus to a certain degree at some point between 20 and 40, such that, well, it does get harder. They're incremental in the difficulty spikes, and once you get used to like post rank 21 matches, you are much better equipped to go the rest of the way because you've developed the right instincts. That's a gross assumption on my part. Like, I don't know that 21 is immediately going to teach you what you need to know, and I don't necessarily know that I'm the best team player for that difficulty track. I did somehow succeed with a team that blew through the early 20s. They went all the way past rank 25, and then so we unlocked rank 26. And then in another instance, I played successfully with a team that accomplished a rank 30 mission. So that was cool, and that gave me some sort of hope for myself that I could contribute with other players that have done a similar amount of work. And so I'm just kind of like waiting for the perfect storm, where the right team, the right instincts, and the right luck is in place where I can make that progress. But there is a real chance, a possibility that the stars don't align there, and it's not a matter of skill. It is more a matter of luck than anything else. And in the time that I'm doing that, there's just so many cool experiences, which I don't even have time to play or I should put it. Darktide appears to be one of the only games that I can play at this hour. I don't want to sleep, which is a unique problem I'm having, and I won't get into it here, but I don't want to sleep. This is the only game that can give me the kind of challenge that can keep me awake. That's one of the reasons why I still play Darktide, which has nothing to do with so that's like a major reason why I'm not necessarily playing other stuff, even though I would love to experience other stuff. I would do that during a different part of the day. And I think probably like a year from now, Lucian's gonna be, that's my son. He's gonna be within range of joining like a daycare or a kindergarten or something like that. So, but what's gonna happen when I regain some day hours for some work time? As much as I would love to extend the stream, I think think I'm gonna have to rethink that whole situation because um, J- Jane Sign, hello. Because I think I'm sort of like I think I'm on the hook for learning some new skills, and so I kind of really want to take a Coursera course on was it Unreal, which is a program. The Shrek, hey, what's up? That you can it's like open source and you can play around with it right off of the Epic Store. So I think I want to take some time to do that. Maybe I'll even stream it. We'll see. But I think I would like to do that before I try to fill in the space with some variety. But I am desperate for some variety. I just don't have the time for it. This year alone, I think the new haunts are going to be like I don't know. A lot of people are playing Battlefield 6. It looks cool. But Shrek, what's good with you, man? How's life? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I am about to jump back into for this session Havoc mode missions, which are very tough, and I do not expect to win all that often. But you know, we keep coming back every night, hoping that muscle memory and some luck win out, and I can progress my characters to rank 40. I was just thinking, like, that could also never happen. That, like, I might actually never get through it. You're in a rough patch? I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. You and about 3 other people I know, including myself, are in some rough patches. I feel like this is the season of rough patches, and I think that well, anyway, while I don't know if I can sympathize directly to your rough patch, I think I can at least offer some empathy and say that you know, apologize. You know, I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope that you know, the good graces of the universe shift some energy in your direction, and that you're able to see the other side of it, you know, for too long, because life can be quite beautiful, and it's a shame when there are things in it that really just cloud up all that space. It's a shame, you know, and kind of an indicator, I think, about how much work needs to be done.
Do you hear the call of battle?
Let's see here. Just gonna. It happens. It does. It does. You know. You can't. Can't escape it. Oh. You know, I was just thinking about games that are coming out in the near future, on top of an really crazy backlog I have. How I'm sort of. When did I rebrand? Oh, I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember. I think. I think I had thousands of like footage of like highlighted gameplay and playlists and stuff like that on YouTube, and there was a point in time where I just was like I was just like I've recorded so much stuff and posted so much stuff. While it wasn't, you know, it didn't have like the greatest YouTube polish, there was a time when just doing that work was enough. But maybe I'm just living in a different... I think I kind of understood that I was living in a different time, and then in the mix of all that, my son was born. I have a son now. He is a year and 9 months old. Like a day ago. And I think between not hitting the stride that I wanted and him on the way, I think I had like a moment where I was like, fuck, you know, like, fuck this. And I deleted a ton of my highlights and playlists and stuff, and I purged my follow list of a lot of bots here on Twitch, and I just and like people who hadn't been around for a long time, and I just said, like, you know, the several things that I'm involved in, I'm just gonna clean them up, delete them entirely, and just move on. Because I can see that even for posterity's sake, that I was happy to have all that stuff there. Anyway, oh, thank you, yeah. Having kids is rough. I realize I don't like kids very much, like little kids. My son is he's cute, and he's happy most of the time, and he's becoming a lot of fun. He's got like a nice personality, but he's also going through that natural emotional kind of let me test the boundaries with the tantrum here and there kind of phase, and also coming home from the hospital with a little person that's your person is one of the most surreal experiences, because it just is, you know, it's not a, like, you don't realize how unprepared you are for that until it happens. So anyway, we're in it now, learning about all the things that you need to do to try to be a parent that will keep your little person alive, and try to hopefully do it in a way that will not lead them to some sort of trauma that they're going to stay with for the rest of their lives. And you know, just stuff like that. It's a lot of responsibility. I think that grandparents enjoy grandkids for the very real reason that they're not on the hook. They literally can enjoy the cuteness, and they don't have to, you know, at the end of every night be the ones that are like, you know, if you know what I'm saying, like, they can actually, like, somebody else is going to be the one that's going to be really worried. You can actually just enjoy this person who kind of looks like you and is cute, and you know, and I think that for a while, as much as I want to be completely lost in the sauce, the truth is I'm worried to death. I'm worried to death all the damn time, and it sucks. I hope that I can be chill and centered and fair, you know, and I could just roll with it. I mean, you kind of have to, I think, but yeah, no, it's a lot. Anyway, jump space. I want to play some jump space.
I want to play some Wildgate. I want to play some of this new horror game called Chronos that's coming out, I think, this year. I forget what else is coming out. I did not think this year was going to be really big for gaming, but how can I? Got more into role-playing other than games instead. Like what? It's an example.
Shackled, I lord
Motionless. A shameful lack of productivity. Follow the conveyor to the overseer's office.
Half-Life 2 roleplay server, huh? Oh, you might need this grenade. Are they red things? Just roll with them. Oh, I mean like I mean a roleplay server, like GTA, like the way they do the GTA. Shit, man, I'm upset. Roleplay servers always seem like a lot of fun. Give it a go and don't regret it. Yeah. Is it hard to set up? Like a roleplay server? Well, there was a game that I wanted to do role playing, but I don't remember what it was. Maybe. Was it? I feel like it was something specific. No, I can't think of it. It was something. I don't remember what it was. Is it GTA? No, it wasn't. It was something else. Anyway, yeah, I would like to at least try that experience one time in my life. Maybe. I think my friend and I, who I played Red Dead with for a while, we were both lamenting that that they didn't go further with Red Dead Online. Yeah, it could be fun. I wonder which game was it that I was like really interested in one game for a while. I guess not that interested because I can't remember. I don't know if it was it Conan Exiles? Maybe it was Conan Exiles. I don't like that stairwell. Oh, but this is okay. Piece of the game that you're playing, do you want? You know what game I would have liked to have played? I think we'll play on maybe Elite Dangerous. I think Elite Dangerous I would have at one point. And what is it? I'm playing Dune Awakening now. There's obviously room for we'll play on that game.
Tell you the truth, I never much cared for Ogryns, but you'll think.
Yes, I am a right one. Sergeant told me so.
Deploy data interrogators to proceed. Cryonic rods to be primed and dispatched to crisis zone.
We've got moving to position.
Star Wars RP? Which Star Wars? Like the Old Republic or like Star Wars Galaxies? Old school. I wonder like
Data stream viable.
which are the spaces for that right now. oh yeah. But what game? Which Star Wars is like would be the base game that is modded? Is there a specific one? Is it the Old Republic or something different?
Capture operative on site.
The interrogator refuses to work. Recommence.
So, Gmods, the assets have been made by community members. So wait, there's an independent Star Wars roleplay game in Gary's mod with all the assets made by players. What? That's interesting. But then, is anybody streaming that? Like, what would I look for so I could see people play it? Just Gary's mod, Star Wars Gary's mod?
Cryonic rods
It's popular,
in
huh?
position. Move to matrix fire and commence system flush.
That sounds cool. I had no idea.
Where it's groggy weak.
Star Wars Gary's mod. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
She want her ship back. No.
I don't want to end up on her bad side. Once we go down, there's no way back up. Throwing grenade! Box out! Test on! Hold it back, cover! Bro! Not one of those! Just a...
I think that's for all. Winning.
Target identified! Fly no range!
Yeah. We're the toughest.
Bomber sighted!
Oh, when you say troll, what do they do? Like, just not take the like they just try to disrupt the roleplay process?
That is so wise.
Wow.
Big beauty eliminated! Sniper! Down!
Who was it that said? Oh. Sticky fingers.
Slice functioning again. Low, I reckon.
Prevailing damage is cosmetic. Deeper systemic malices lie
Push.
within reclamation parameters.
Fancy words.
For you.
Be more direct in
Thanks.
future.
Ready back down!
That's so cool that you can hand things over to people. I didn't realize that. That's so cool, man. Wish we had dropped it by the door, though. I'm gonna forget that it's on the elevator.
Task initiated. Deploy cryonic rods.
Celerity stim. Show me what you got. Big criminal. By the sea. I have it.
Take the shiny blue stick and put it in the hissing box. Can you do that?
I got this boss! Ranger's gone quiet.
Alright, bringing it home.
Success will soon be ours!
Oh, you might actually do this. Trigger the emergency coolant.
Nice.
Grenade out. First assaulting.
Very well, varlets. You may now extract.
Celerity stim.
Leaving good. You can have
When you do the role play stuff, how do you keep track of the storyline and do you coordinate with people, or you just like, I mean, how does it work? I've actually never played like a tabletop RPG, you know, so it's all funny to me how that even comes together. It's a lot of fun to watch, but I don't understand the actual narrative organization behind it. You play tabletop RPG either? No? It seems so much fun, man. I swear, it's like on my bucket list to do, like, be a part of a D&D group. But I also am not super serious, like, about finding one. I should just hang out at my college and just wait until I see a group and just, you know, sit down and try to be friendly. But I can't get away from home these days. Let's see. Call of Duty. Okay, cool.
Beware the folly of pride, even in victory.
Indeed. Ugh. I would like to play some of these new like horror tabletops. Like they have like these Lovecraftian tabletops which are pretty cool. I would like to play the Cyberpunk one, and I would like to play let me see. I would certainly would like to invent one or two. That'd be cool. Make a character really, even just based on yourself starting out. Like make a character based on me. To do what though? You mean for the roleplay servers? So it's just you, but like living in the world, and then you just kind of go with the flow and just live out that version's life. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Is that kind of what happened? Have you ever been in like a VR chat? So of all people, my mom invests in a VR set and is and tells me about crazy VR chat like hangouts. I'm like, Mod, it's insane in those spaces. It's like you're hanging out with cartoon characters, you don't even know where they come from. No, it's fun. I don't trust it. You played VR chat recently as well? So with VR chat, it's just like talking about life, but also being a goofball because you look like, you know, like a Muppet or something. Seems like it's funny, but it's also really crazy. Like I probably would be the Cookie Monster because I don't even know why. I guess I like cookies. Social game really? Yes, just that, yeah. Looks like it.
Twilight claims everything sooner or later.
When the atmospheric field collected, the whole hive will look like this.
A few years and there will just be debris and rust.
Lots of heretic activity nearby. You'll be fighting your way to flow control.
Set the VR up now.
Show me what you've got. Get better.
Look out! Exploding barren!
Stab shotgunner.
VR.
Head for the upper level. You can get to flow control from there.
Barrel's going to blow! Enemy sighted!
I wonder if anybody's playing VR in like games like Skull and Bones or
Sounds like we're getting friends.
Finally, some proper killing!
Ooh.
I wouldn't stop that elevator, but you don't have a choice.
Stand together. Fight together.
You summon you. We're getting captured.
I think they all said the weather was dead. See? Don't need wind.
Busy.
More danger!
You have an old VR set? Oh, I see. I would would really like to get into VR. I really want to play VR Elite Dangerous.
Matchless efficiency on
Like,
every hand.
I'm saying now that I think I would have mained that game already if I could play it in VR.
We've got company.
Let's give them a kicking. Barrels are going to explode! Barrels exploded too close!
Sniper! Regulation Z to 112.
The brute triumph.
Beat Saber. Oh yeah, that's the first game we got from my mom too. Beat Saber.
Oh, a grenade!
Give 'em hell!
I would like to get a VR set. Really? It looks it. I've seen some videos of these like players, like these girls usually, these cute girls would be like doing some VR shit, and then it just goes nuts. I don't even know what my eyes are seeing. My eyes are like rolling in different directions because of everything they're doing with the Beat Saber. I'm like, that's unreal. What are these kids doing? So fast. It's fun, but it does look kind of irritating. Because when in terms of rhythm games, my time it was Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and I don't know. I guess it was crazy. It was some crazy shit you did with like the drums, or it was like that track. Was it with, In the Fire and the Flames, that sort of thing, Dragon Force. But then yeah, no, Beat Saber, it's wild. Oh yeah, Dance Routines. Yeah. Those it's funny. It'll be like a dance game, but it's not dancing, man. They're just hopping so furiously, just furious hopping. Yeah, it's just a lot of Fury's hopping. It's just hop, 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 and their feet are just going in different directions, like a cartoon. It's fun to watch. That's the other one that's fun to watch. Oh man. It's impressive.
I didn't want to be here.
Yes.
Gotten into fishing lately with my buddy. Oh, nice. Is it one of those things where you just catch and release the fish, or you actually eat the fish? Catch release? That's nice. Yeah, I had an uncle-in-law that in Florida that liked fishing. I went like once or twice. Never really got to get into it too much, but it seems really relaxing in video games, so there's that. Fingers.
Yeah, but it'd be safer for us. He's a real nasty one. Look out, Trapper! Ammo!
Enemy spotted! I will protect you!
We'll see 'em all!
I will survive!
Flamer! Killed it! Scab Trapper!
Take this!
Thank you!
Looks like you are a broken hope.
A med station?
I love how they be making the most random shit of like I'm behind to catch fish. Like what? What do you mean? Like you gotta blow on the lure or some shit like that. You have to wear your shoes on the opposite foot. Make sure you know, like you clench your butt the whole time you're putting the lure on the fishing rod. Or it doesn't work. I'm not gonna lie, like that's how little I know about fishing. I feel like if somebody's trying to troll me right now, I'm trying to fish it. They might be able to get away with some nonsense. You know, like you gotta wear your deodorant on the outside of your shirt, otherwise it doesn't take. Nice bread for the fish. Can't be any bread. It has to be the specific bread. Put on the hook and shape. Silly. Might be.
Tracking grenade! Don't waste ammo! Wait for a clean shot!
Maybe you can please serious spot. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. The mitts. I gotta remember that, it's funny. Funny idea.
The trigger finger never gets tired.
I know, the guns are heavy. I prefer to kill, mind to mind.
Yeah, but I'm a soldier. This is what I know.
Stay here.
This way. Stand together. Fight together.
I'm not dead. Splendid.
Strange
For
world.
the front.
For the Emperor!
Not easily classified. It is a contagion of sick. It must have
Port. Hold your ground.
Oh, good.
Alrighty.
Ammo.
Just as a recap, I'm doing the Havoc mode of this game, trying to get through 40 ranks of ever increasing difficulty, and I can't get past rank 21 reliably. No? It's making that sound. I've heard that sound before. Sounds to be telling us, hey, you gotta hop down and get the weeds out. No. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if they ever catch anybody with that stuff.
Well, they look quite comfortable.
Gotta get down there.
Come to play, have you?
Oh, oh boy. I realize.
Watch out. Get back! Regular killing machine, that's me. Switch! Fall back! Out, Monday! Big bang! Side! Veterans, a good
Then we
soldier!
just follow the room roll to figure out where the weeds is too far. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Salty night.
a demon host will kill everybody on the team. It won't stop at 1 or 2.
I've told you before. Stay where I can see you.
Kill the trapper. Good. Moonwalker. Where's that rope man? Fight his name. He's very hungry.
They say I was back to college? Nah. I graduated in 2015, and that was that. I am $80,000 in school loan debt. Now with everything happening with school loans now, I feel like I'm screwed. I was talking a little earlier about what plans I might have once my son's in daycare, and whatever it is that I do, I must get cash positive.
Hey, medical station!
Stop trappers down.
Move or something? I don't know. I want to study Unreal and see if I have any chops as a using that program. I want to try to focus on my writing. I might even get into politics, like local politics. Like, I think if I have some things that I want to do. I think, maybe. I'm sort of frustrated with the politics in my country, and I might want to do something more than just scream at the internet. But I've also applied for work as an investigator for the city. You just need a degree for that. It doesn't have to be any degree. They don't, for whatever reason, they're just have like a low bar of entry. I guess not everybody can do the job. So I'm sort of curious about it. Yeah, I have a walking group to give people from different walks of life an opportunity to just reconnect and not be so divided. I'm trying to start. Somebody said to me something like an electoral work once that it just sounded like a cool idea. I didn't even know what it is exactly. I looked it up and I couldn't really find anything. But I think the idea is you just kind of, I invented, extrapolating from that conversation, that it's like a group that studies what the main issues are in your area, and then draws up like policies and ideas, and then tries to find potential candidates that are gonna support those things, or or run ourselves, and then you kind of take your information and you make it available to community, and then you canvas to like teach people about what you learned, and then you just try to organize the vote to win. Try to pull off a grassroots campaign, and if you don't win, then at least you learn some things, and then rinse and repeat. Not just local government. Well, there's an idea that basically the way in which to change things away from like this fascist rise in the federal government, you have to win in local politics, the local courthouses, because if you strengthen the states and good government in the states helps the people, then that will clear the way to elect politicians into federal government who will actually also represent the people. If you just try to go right to the federal government and you skip the local politics, then you'll have to deal with like voting issues, oppressive police forces, like basically the states and local politics are how you strengthen your democracy for the bigger votes. So if a state is aligned, then it's far more likely it's going to have a better synergy with the people and organize the vote better for the federal elections. So, and then it turns out like that's what is believed to have been true because the other side of the politics, like the far right, they've been doing that. They've been organizing local governments in as many states as possible, and in the places where they've made those gains, they've taken control. It's smart. So the idea is to try to do the same thing, but tax wealth not work, or strengthen the middle class or something like that. Oh, my game crashed. Damn. How? Why? How'd that happen? No. Okay. Shame. Side politics do I agree with? The people. Like power to the people. I think I'm very all men are created equal, that sort of thing. I believe in civil liberties and the Bill of Rights, and I think that the more liberal interpretation of the Constitution, which is that the Bill of Rights applies to all persons, is yeah. So what I'm saying would probably be more associated with the left, but I don't like left and right because I guess it is easier to just quickly say it. It's just I would I like to like say what it is. Like I like to say that I'm pro working class or pro working families, or I want to see the working poor have a more stable pipeline into the middle class, and the middle class have a stable pipeline into ownership of small businesses and homes and stuff like that. And I just want to protect that. I'm not concerned about the billionaire because they don't really need help, and I know that there's this idea that if you supposedly make a lot of money that you should be left alone, but you made a lot of money in a system that allowed for a lot of money to be made, and it only functions when that game is maintained. So like there's a point in Monopoly where it's no fun anymore because the person has an advantage against you, and they're never going to lose it because they're always making money faster than you are. Like the game of Monopoly teaches a lesson, and it's the right leaning. Yeah, this is why I don't even like saying left or right, because what we find out is that center, left, and right is how people in power play the people against their neighbors. It's divide and conquer. So you'll find that if you actually get down to the common sense of how policies play out, you're probably more likely to be self-interested, and you're gonna be interested in the things that help people like you out. And the people like you are the folks most likely than not are going to be non-billionaires, people who have to pay bills, have to pay taxes, have to make ends meet, and maybe would like the option to own a home, own a business, or whatever. And I don't think that when the people in power say, hey, blame those people over there, that that's the whole story. I think they set the rules. They control the markets. They control the politicians. And if they wanted to make a world without scarcity, we have an abundance and we can actually have all the energy and the food and we would not have to jockey against others for competition, they could decide that too. Like, there's enough resources that we're, you know how like food gets wasted from grocery stores and restaurants, like we just have lots of extra stuff that we could supply people with, but we don't, just because we want money from them, just because capitalists are just trying to make money for their shareholders. So I think that they're lying, essentially. They're making it seem a certain way just so that the markets will continue to pay out, even though we're at a point in the world where we can probably end poverty and homelessness and all that stuff. And there's enough people blowing the whistle on that, saying, hey, look, the numbers show that like they're making billions and billions. Like, it's crazy what the income gap is. Like, they're just so, they're in the stratosphere. And because they're not paying fair taxes, we can't keep the people off the streets. You know? Yeah. So my view is manage capitalism. Have a progressive tax system that taxes a percentage of wealth growth so that no matter how wealthy people get, the things that everyday people need to survive and be whole and have purchasing power to invest for their families is always there. You can work one job, make enough money to support your home, vacations for your family, save up for retirement, and you're good, and your kids are going to be good too. You'll be able to pass that home on to them, and they'll have generational wealth, and it'll help. But because we don't tax those excessive gains, the people who are making money just on interest alone are making crazy money. And then when people are priced out of their homes, the corporations just buy the homes. Yeah, they totally can do that. Well, look, my view is that in every corporation where there's a big company, there's probably like thousands of people underneath them that know how to do that job and can probably do it better. I'm not worried about rich people leaving or about corporations collapsing. This whole too big to fail thing is kind of like socialism for the rich, and it's bullshit. I think that you have a lot of people that are going to school that will fundraise, make money, start new corporations, and then take their place. Yeah, there you go. And that mentality right now is a joke, and it's funny, and it's interesting to think about. But this is where it begins. The more that the poor get squeezed, and the more that they see their neighbors suffering, and the more they see other people that are like them, that are poor like them, suffering. Because it's not that far. Like in the U.S. right now, there was an executive order to detain homeless people and the mentally ill. Where are they going? I don't know if they're going into these detention camps or whatever, but essentially the executive order says you can civilly commit them, and that scares a lot of people, because how people end up on the street is because the economy is not working out for them. So if we have a lot of economic policies that are going to make people suffer, then people are going to end up on the street. And if people are pissed off and go, and they're really upset, they're probably going to start acting crazy. And if they're acting crazy, and that is why they can get rounded up, then that's how they're going to get into these camps. And it turns out that in some of these camps, they're having people do labor, and they're giving them $1 a day. And then if you want to make a phone call, you have to work a week. It's like $5. And then you can make one phone call to your family. And so who's getting this labor? In any sort of industry that is getting cheap labor for people that are just thrown into these camps for no reason, completely changes the dynamic for any corporation that
you know, is trying to move towards AI and robotics, doesn't want to pay laborers, doesn't want to pay health insurance at all. What state was it, man? There was something that I was reading
I
about
do wish you would refrain from
how,
singing, Commodore.
God, what was
It's
it?
distracting.
Sounds like someone wants to join in.
They
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
there was a state that's trying to get rid of, was it not right to work. It was like there was something in labor where they're trying to redefine how they're trying to redefine what qualifies as an employee versus a contract worker. And if you're a contract worker, you don't have to, the employer does not have to pay health benefits. So if they just tweak the wording a little bit, they can make a lot of people who are employees actually like just contract workers. And it all depends on how they tell you how to get the work done or something. They're like trying to change the definition so that people who depend on their jobs for benefits to support them in other ways won't be able to get any of those benefits. You know? Just little things like that that the rich people are trying to mess with. Yeah. So you know, in my view, it's like once you start learning a little bit and you start
Yes.
saying, I want to you know, I want to support policies that make the middle class stronger, and I don't mind that it's at the cost of the billionaires. Like, they don't need me worrying about them. They got billions. They can go wherever the hell they want. It's fine. I think that most people would agree with that, left or right, as long as they're worried about making ends meet and their kids being able to buy a home in the future. And the rest is just getting enough folks like that into a position of power where they can just vote the laws in place that protect the people. Raise the minimum wage, allow for the right to unionize so workers can protect themselves from, you know, predatory practices, and get some universal health care on the books, things like that. Country for the billionaires. So, yeah, that's what. Yeah. I was saying this a couple of months ago that they should just fuck off, retire, and go to Bikini Island. You know, like, but that's the thing is, with their money, if they retire, then they won't get to see how much more money they can make. Because money gives you options. You could invest in a company that is struggling, and then the company, with a little bit of tweaks, could end up making money back if it's publicly traded. And then you can go from that minor investment to bucket loads because you came in at the right time. And people who make money and just enjoy that process, that dopamine hit of a good deal, can't stop making more money. What they fail to realize is that every time that they do that, they amass so much power that outstrips any sort of like agency or purchasing power from so many other people. And like, it just naturally creates a society that is, well, it's as close to slavery as you're going to get without calling it that, you know. Yeah. Millions, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think like our governor of Illinois is a billionaire, but he's very progressive. He actually tried to tax himself. He tried to create a progressive tax in his state, and his opponents that were trying to run against him at the time did a $50 million ad campaign to scare people into thinking that higher taxes for the rich were actually going to be bad for them, and they won. Like, he was so surprised. He matched them at $50 million. He didn't want to go higher than that for the investment, because he was just basically like saying, look, any money coming in past like $1 million in income should be taxed at a higher rate. And he couldn't pull it off. Like,
they managed to take I forget what it's called. It's like there's sometimes where you could put like a policy next to a vote, and the people can decide if they want that law to be pursued. And he couldn't get the votes from the people, even though it was a progressive tax policy that would have brought revenue from millionaires into their pockets. And somebody else was saying in a different video I was watching that the issue is that rich people get people who think they could make more money from a tax policy for the rich. It gets people that have a little bit of money but not a lot to adopt a greedy perspective as if they are the billionaires. You know, like they relate just enough to people who have a little bit of money to invest or whatever, and then gets them to think that they're more like the millionaires than they are like the poor people that they could just easily slide into if there's a market crash and they lose all their shit. So and this is divide and conquer. This is this idea that if you take somebody who's in need and you make them think that they're a little bit better than the person next to them, and they don't have the integrity to say, no, I am these people that need help, they're like me and I could be like them in any moment, so I'm gonna stick with them. That's solidarity. Well, that's just game theory. So game theory is kind of like you take two people who are accused of a crime and you put them in different rooms and you tell them that they ought to snitch on the other person. Well, it turns out that if nobody talks, they only do like a year in prison each. If both of them talk, then they're gonna get 5 years, which is a knockdown for if one person talks but the other person doesn't. Then the person who is implicated, without any counteroffer, without any countering reversal, like they don't say anything themselves, they get 10 years. So when you tell the individual what their individual deal is, it really does seem that they're always going to get less time if they say something, because they'll either get 5 years or 1 year. No, I'm sorry, they'll get, they'll either get 5 years or they'll potentially get 10 years if they don't. The chances are that the other person won't talk, given the same deal, makes them feel like they ought to say something, because that's the only way that they're going to get the greater possibility of getting less time. But if they both, knowing that the police or the state is going to try to divide them and screw them over, if they both just kept their mouths shut, they would collectively spend the least amount of time in jail together, for sure. It was 1 year instead of 10 years for one and 0 for the other. At the extreme ends, it's literally just 1 year each of them, and then they go, free, because nobody's talked. And when the middle class and the poor stick together, the rich people get screwed, and they can't run this game on them. So
even this soldiery has a use. Grist for the mill in the master's great plan.
Well, when I this earlier in the spring, I had a clipboard with my petition forms, and I was trying to collect signatures to see how easy it would be. If I could have gotten 450 signatures, I would have been on the ballot to run for my city council spot. I'd never done anything like that before. I was doing it alone. I don't have a campaign team or anything like that, so I was just trying to see. I didn't get a signature. The people that talked to me were all what you would say right wing. They did not believe in the collective. They did not think that they did not believe that rising taxes on the rich would do anything of value. They did not believe in the climate crisis, or that you need to, you know, protect the planet to save people from anything. And they believed that racism was an extreme accusation. That really it's just reverse racism that's the problem. You know, so they didn't believe that basically marginalized communities really had anything to worry about. You get elected liars when you think about it. I mean, yes, to get the vote, they're saying all sorts of stuff. What I was trying to say was, let me hear your take on things, and then I can use that information to try to figure out how to frame my policies and develop a better way to talk to folks to get them to see the possibilities. Like, for example, the one thing that this one guy who's more right-wing was talking about was his concern about education. And I agree that, like, education needs reform. So, like, I was like, okay, I can work with this angle. You know? But he took me 2 hours to get to that point where he was willing to listen to what I had to say and was able to soften on some of his ideas about, you know, what I was saying. Because, you know, he was trying to school me and tell me that.
Oh, they opened this up over here. It's nice.
That the folks
I haven't played in like a year.
In the detainment camps were, you know, not being treated cruelly or unusually when there's all these reports that they are, you know, things like that. And he just wanted to change the subject. Because I was arguing that state police and, you know, secret police are probably not a good thing. He just didn't want to. It's like, just, you know, we have to be this way because those people don't deserve to be here. I'm like, oh, come on, man. We by the way, because turns out that the numbers that are currently being detained for immigration.
We got 2 demon hosts.
Oh god.
We have to disrupt those rituals.
Man, this guy's gonna.
One of them is really close.
There was 3 of these demon host things, wow. Okay. Alright, we survived. That was a lot of demon hosts. I don't know why they had so many. 3 of them. females should be allowed to legally enter the job. Yeah, that's the idea. But what about people who come in legally? Like that's the problem. We're talking about visa holders, green card holders, asylum seekers, protected status people. You know, now DACA is trying to go after birthright citizens, even though our constitution is pretty clear. Like, there's so many people that are outside of the pure illegal status that are getting rounded up after they've spent years here peacefully following the rules, attending their court meetings and stuff like that, and they're all of a sudden no longer wanted. And it's sad because the way that they're taken is with maximum force to cause fear and pain and cruelty, and then the detainment facilities, they're being fed like maggoty food, and they have bathrooms that don't work, and they have to sleep under hot lights or in horrible like weather conditions, and then the guards make fun of them and abuse them, and you know, it's just like horrible shit. Yeah, these are people who have valid visas, and they're being detained because they're coming from countries that that the United States all of a sudden says it has problems with, like I think like Iranians or whatever. And then you know, but they're otherwise okay, you know, or they said something in like an op-ed in school. A lot of these are students, and because they're, you know, practicing their free speech, which is something that's always been protected for people who were And then as for the asylum seeker stuff, it's like these speeches and illusion. I mean, yeah, I guess so, but not. And you know, in America, that was a big deal for us. You know, that's not. I mean, think about it. Like, think about every late night talk show host that talks shit. Think about every soccer, like Karen that wants to talk shit. Think about every investigative journalist that was ever part of like you know, a whistleblower you know, investigation or something like that. You know, I mean, this is just a part of how justice works in America. You know, and we've had public broadcasting for a long time now. That's no longer a thing because they defunded it. So, you know, I mean, yeah, I guess you could kind of be a little, what's the word, cynical about it. But if you've lived long enough, you kind of assume that ultimately free speech was going to be protected. There was going to be enough champions for enough people that were going to be like, yeah, no, you can't just do this. And more often than not, I was going to win in court because, again, that's our Constitution. The Constitution needs to hold, otherwise we have chaos. We have a lawless government and nobody trusts it, and they'll, you know, people are gonna, once they realize that it's lawless, organized crime, man, it's gonna come back big time. 1981? You mean 1984? With the Ministry of Truth and all that stuff? George Orwell? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I was in middle school, I had a teacher that was like, read 1984, Fahrenheit 451, and the other one, is it Anthem? The Anthem. There's another book that it was like 3 books to basically break down the dystopian future that everybody had to be aware of so that they would embrace their civic duty. And yeah, I mean, it made the case for me that there was a hidden danger in the existence of democracy, and that its natural enemy was going to be something like fascism, you know, the rise of you know, that authoritarian. Whatever. The thing is that I didn't realize how many people don't have that bit of mentoring. They don't know that that's like the natural threat to And now I'm realizing that in some states, you know, the way that books are written and edited and the way that certain curriculum is and how certain households are, there's actually a big collection of Americans that have they don't see it that way. You know, they don't see it that way. You know, to them, fascism is actually cool. To them, you know, Hitler was misunderstood. You know, shit like that. And it's funny. It's just funny to them. The idea that it could get really ugly and dark and stuff. It's just a meme. And now we have these camps, and it's just getting started, unless we can stop it. I think they're inching in the direction where they just want to, you know, have these political prisoners, and we'll see. Because, you know, in order for it to really go that far, you're going to have crazies running the show. Right now, I don't think anybody wants to put anybody in an oven, but in terms of starvation, well, I mean, our country's looking the other way while you know, Israel does its thing to quote-unquote defend itself. In the history books, yeah, true that. But ultimately, no, I think we saw him as evil when they opened the door to the concentration camps and they saw what was going on inside. I think that's when we found out he was evil. I don't think it took as long as the history books to figure that out. I think as soon as the papers were being written, I think as soon as it was exposed, that was it. I think what history did was it told us who the players were. You know, what is it, the Nuremberg trials? I think once they got the manifestos on the books and they saw what the ruling philosophies were and how they justified it and all the people that were complicit, I think that's when, you know, it became more of like, okay, this let's break down what took place. But it was clear that something was wrong when and I think that it's gonna happen again, man, before too long. There's something you can Google up.
There's no gas in the station or on the left side at all. There's a famous famous experiment called the Stanford prison experiment. It's called the Stanford Prison Experiment, and the Stanford Prison Experiment, it was I think he's a sociologist, some kind of psychologist, I don't know, some guy, and at Stanford, and I think he was going to school there, and he and his, I don't know if she was his wife at the time, but the woman who would become his wife, they took a group of college students in a facility. I don't know if it was his home or if it was an actual prison or something. They put them in a facility where they divided up the group between the guards and the prisoners. So that was the general gist of it. Guard or prisoner. And then nothing else. Like, you just observations just to see what they would do. This guy went to speak at my college, so I got to hear him break it down for us in person, and then later on they would have a documentary that I think you can catch. I don't know if it's on Amazon or Apple or something like that, but it's on one of these streaming sites, the Stanford Prison Experiment, or the Stanford, I think it's called the Prison Experiment. So in the beginning it was respectful. You know, everybody kind of understood they were in an experiment, and the people who were pretending to be the guards were generally treating the prisoners with a modicum of, like, you know, just normal, you know, respect. But the longer that the experiment that went on, the more that the attitude changed from the guards, the more humiliation there was, the more animosity, inhumanity, intolerance, the more there was shaming, there was humiliation, and it started to get really awkward. It started to get not friendly anymore. And the thing about it, which was really interesting, is that the people who were the prisoners were kind of like going along with it. Like, they weren't, for whatever reason, they were being subject to the experiment. They were, you know, they were being subjugated, and they were being humiliated, and it was becoming demoralizing.
There was a med stick on my body.
God, I'm having a hard time. Okay, it's in the fire. What the?
A threat no more!
Anyway, it's basically Lord of the Flies shit, you know. And when I think about the what's happening in the detainment facilities right now, where you basically have a police force that is above the law. They don't operate within the bounds of, like, constitutional police work. They have really loose rules and, like, no oversight, no accountability. We don't even know exactly which agency, between the DHS, Customs and Border Patrol, HSI, it's like, okay, who's their boss? You know, it's like weird who these people are. We do know that they are essentially under the purview of the president, but the link of authority is wonky. And then the people that are detained there are people who did have protections and then immediately didn't, and there was no loop. Like, it's just like, you are okay to be here, and now this president's in here, and now you are on the floor and you can't breathe, and we're gonna put you in a place where you have no privacy, and you are humiliated, and you are in some cases beaten. Yeah, so it's scary, man. It's scary. There is this focus in the US right now about what's going to happen in the midterms. Oh no. I don't think we can. Ouch. Ouch.
The
Anyway, so there's a lot of focus on the midterms. There's a lot of focus on like rigging votes, elections, all that stuff, and it very much looks like our administration is gonna
A soldier serves
go
without
for it. They're gonna try to
without doubt.
they're gonna try to rig the the midterms and the elections in 4 years, if we even get that far. And so they want control over the states, the swing states, and they need to coerce a lot of people, and they need to rig the voting laws. They need to restrict some of the voting. They need to make sure that the seats are on their side. They need to like do a bunch of things, and they're serious. They're like every day they're playing that game hardball. On the resistance side, you have protests. You have a lot of organizations and disruptions. You have a lot of people trying to track ICE. But the interesting thing about it is that I think ICE is a distraction to stop people from actually focusing on the levers of power, which is their own Congress people, and putting the pressure on them to get them to stand up to the president. I actually think that what's happening with ICE and the people is very unfortunate, but I think that those people are sacrificial lambs to distract the public from actually focusing on where the power lies. I don't think that they should protest detention facilities. I think they need to protest the lawmakers. I'm just strong as bombs without radiation. That's what I reckon should get fucked. When they figure out a bomb as strong as bombs without radiation. Oh, you mean like an atom bomb, but that doesn't have the after effect? Yeah, I do. I honestly believe that the people in power are flirting with the possibility of doing a lot of harm. I think that I think our country is operating right now like it could just do damage to other countries and no damage can be done to us. And I think that I have a sense that our president would not mind viewing anyone, people for him or against him, as pawns in a game that he could sacrifice for political gain. Because if any people get attacked, even if he has to fabricate that, like, oh, there's criminals invading LA, so I'm going to send in the military, like everything that can happen bad to America because he presses buttons is going to give him a political reason to say, I need more power to protect us. So if he is not a humane person, and if he doesn't actually care about the folks that are supporting him, then he can treat them all like cannon fodder, like lambs to the slaughter, just so he could say, oh look, I need more power, they're attacking you, I'm going to protect you. This is what's really scary about Congress getting behind him, because Congress has the powers of the first. They're the ones that can choose to wage war. They can sign off on the budgets and stuff. And if they don't show that they can resist him, then they could be complicit in a lot of people getting really hurt because of what we've done as a country, during this time. And in addition to that, usually you would not attack the U.S. because the U.S. is in the center of all these coalitions. So because we're a big boy among big boys, even if we do something messed up, that's just the way of the world, right? But what happens when you take the U.S. and you basically isolate the U.S.? They don't have the backing of these other countries. They are isolated. So now you take a big wolf or bear or something like that was giving you problems because it was in a pack, and now it's no longer in that pack. Now it's isolated. So other people who want to kind of hit out know that the allies to the U.S. would kind of like have run to us in the past because we held the currency and we were at the center of all these like negotiations and treaties and whatever. And now it's like, well, the U.S. is a bunch of assholes, so
and they don't have these coalitions anymore. So. Yeah, exactly.
See thy servant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, and so and so when people are like America first, they don't realize is that pretty much ensures that America's last. Because in the game of politics, what you do for other people is where you gain leverage. So if you just pull back your support and your engagement from your partners, then you lose your leverage. You're no longer in a position of power.
Comrades.
Anyway, my hope is that as I continue to talk to folks around the way, and my next attempts to either grow a new movement, that it will not take very long to make a point that folks will be like, you know what, yeah, I don't like this stress anymore, I want to start, because assuming that we still have access to the vote, you kind of can't. It's the one thing you can mislead the people, you could try to coerce the people, you could do all this stuff, but if the vote comes through and it's like very clear that no one's buying your shit, then the people can still be very dangerous. Very dangerous and very convincing, and so it's all about whether or not we for future trade because they don't believe in positive questions. She said, yeah. Exactly, and like I heard that basically China is looking like really stable and like not with all this bullshit. China seems to be making a very good impression in terms of just not dealing with all this drama. So that's it. It's like they're coming up. They have a lot more stability. Yeah, it seems that way. Like, the one thing that America had was the moral high ground. We looked like the good guys, and as long as we had that, pro people, pro civil rights, pro liberalism, we had some sort of something inside of us that always self-corrected against abuses and things like that. But we lost that, man. Lost that. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm actually thinking like, although it's not like I could just move like that. It's really hard, but I'm actually trying to think about which countries I would, I don't know, think about going to if I wasn't going to be here. I do not have a big list because I don't know if I have the patience to learn a new. I mean, I guess if I had to learn a new language, I wouldn't have a choice. I'd learn the new language, but that is not. It's not the easiest thing, you know. Island myself. Be here whacking all day. Yep. Thailand, it looks cheap country and looks nice. I guess. Doesn't Thailand have monsoons though? Or is that, or am I mixing that up? Maybe I'm mixing that up with Malaysia. Or the Philippines, maybe. I would actually try I would like to know how, if like places like an Asian country is susceptible to immigration, like Japan or South Korea or something like that. Whether or not they have. Or what else? Maybe Australia, you know, and see how that plays. But then again, I don't know how many places would even want to, you know, accept Americans. I don't think it. Oh boy, I'm behind. America 2.0 but on crack. I like their music. I like K-pop. And their food seems good. We have like we have some South Korean cuisines in New York, and like restaurants, eateries. They have the movement where they don't want to have relationships. Does it sound promising? I mean, I'm already married, so, and if I let's say if I'm married and let's say I'm under the circumstances where I don't stay married, you know, just because whatever, I'm probably gonna okay being single. Oh god, like I'm 42, and to go through a divorce at my age with my dating experience, I am kind of like with that I don't give a shit anymore vibe. You know, like I'm I'm at the I'm like I'm done trying to prove myself to people. You know, I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of good times. I'm not, you know, if it turns out that it's just me in my spot with my you know, my nerd cave, and you know, and an opportunity to just focus on writing my novels and stuff like that. I think I would say that the one thing that would keep me from really thinking seriously about that is being in proximity to my son, so that you know so that he has me around, so he has his dad around. That's it. I mind that. And as for work-life balance, you know, I just listened to a video explaining the low, what they call it? They called it low. Is it low desire? It was, I don't know how they refer to it. It was like low, it might have been like low desire. Low desire.
Thank you.
Like they don't want to buy anything. They just want to save their money. They don't really want to have kids. They don't want promotions. Like they don't want to buy homes. Like there's like a low desire for society. But it appears that there's almost like a religious level piece to that. Like it's not great for the economy, but at the same time, people are just kind of content in their own skin, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind just trying it out. You know? I bet it would be, you know, like I would probably feel lonely. Like if nobody even speaks English and you don't know what people are saying. I've heard that people feel isolated sometimes, even coming to New York, because it's like sometimes they don't experience as much friendliness as they would like, and that can make people feel
sniper.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Strike. We have really great places. I mean, I think it's just whether or not you know how to enjoy New York. I think once you have a couple of tips, you're fine. We have like a lot of places to go for a meal and all sorts of meals. And we have outdoor events happening in the city all year long. And we have a lot of, you know, live music spots and gaming joints and, you know, morning yoga sessions and, you know, whatever. I don't know what you're into, like to have a good time, but I don't think you're gonna have a hard time. You know, that's a mall because there was an active shooter on the loose. Okay, that's a shame that's what defined the experience for him. I want to apologize, but it's actually not. That is not like, as somebody who lives here, I would say that it's really bad luck, and I feel bad about that. But that's not normal. So I think I wouldn't be like, I'm seeing articles now that indicate that there's a lot more shit going down, but I think it's like the way, I think it's the Joker effect. You know how in the Dark Knight when the Joker it's like the Joker comes out and then all of a sudden God, how close is he? You dead? I'm dead. Good job. Oh no. The demon host got out. Damn. That's the hexbound demon. What's his rank?
Knight Commander Drago's making a real mess of the heretics.
Proper officer him, standing his turn on the front lines.
Not like us, you.
That's different. We are no officers. We go where we're told.
If you prefer to be assigned latrine duty, there is only war.
Where else would I like to go? I think, when I think of Costa Rica, I hear some good things about Costa Rica. Costa Rica reminds me, though, of Jurassic Park. I don't know if they have, like, a Jurassic Park tour.
And I would like, oh.
What is it?
I think I have to feed a cat.
The 53rd acknowledges the warband's effort to assist the campaign, but my feeling is that
I'll
they
be right
don't
back.
go far enough.
Mine too, Mum. I'll meet with your adjutants. We'll see what can be done.
Do so swiftly. I am not a patient woman.
Right you are, Mum. Sir, you wanted to look over the plans for Slab Zone 79?
Ah, yes. I'd forgotten about that particular...
Speak quick.
Okay.
This is an old favourite of mine. Redirect an heretic into Chasm Station, blow them to bits, and then walk away with a nice big smile on your face. We're having a bit of trouble with the Vox network, so comms might be patchy. Nothing to worry about. My advice? Don't overthink things and just have some fun with it.
I've discovered, officially, I can say that I'm a little bit of a stress eater, man. Sometimes when I'm agitated, I will just snack and snack. It's like, here's a cookie, here's some mozzarella cheese, here's some dried apricots, here's some cashews, here's some truffle popcorn. You know.
It can't all
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like I'll just about 180 pounds at 5'10", find up 11, something like that. And the way that I'm going, I expect fully I'm gonna be like 182 and then 185. And you know what I'm saying? I really gotta cut it out before it's I'll become beside myself. God. Groups. I realized that this salvo of shots is just about, and a clip is just about
shot me through the wall.
Interrogation rate acceptable. Your incompetence is showing. The interrogator requires a reboot. I can only imagine you attempted random inputs until it worked. But it is now working. Do try not to make a muddle of this task, varmints. Do not disrupt the flow of data again. Interrogation approaching completion.
Schedule amending. Good. At least something's working. Head on to the station. I'll try and fix these cops. I know you're coming, but I won't stop you. We fight for freedom from the Emperor's lies. We cannot be stopped. Say all you like. Start making through.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to grab that. Sorry. Grabbed grenades.
Maybe pride in this piece of engineering was the first step towards sin. Crusher!
Hear that blocking power. Danger! They're coming!
Alright. Got
Catch now! This way! Got a horde! All no more noise from that race. Meds! Lots of meds! No ammo! Reloaded! I should get your share of Russian shower! They've reached the station of brutes! Why aren't they dead yet? First not gonna blow! That's it! Fox Bertha! Boom! Headshot! I see Trevor! Sniper! Behind me! Got the big new chip! Outstanding! Got the mule! Watch it! Faster!
I have never met a problem that holy Prometheus cannot solve.
Always like flame. War. Cozy.
Big ammo stash here, Recon.
No more trappers in that. Greater thing. Moving our way. Here, pal. Ammo. Duties are coming. Out here. No match for me. Trevor is dead. Oh. In the face. Big beauty coming in. Good fire.
big bag of ammo up here, Rickon.
You know what comes next. Get in there, let them dead, and get out. They're already dead. Your time is coming.
Oh, we could use this
All hiding. Ghostbusters gone. Out. One drugging med station.
Apologies. I cannot aid you at this time.
Welcome in, Sniffly. The loyal to a rep. Nothing more loyal.
Alright, we can pull it off now. It's like
A lifetime of service, a lifetime of secrets.
I'll break you in half. There he is. You know what to do. Loyalists. Coming out of there.
It's like
This one almost as tough as Ogre. Kill me. What is next? Nice job. Now let's get you back here for debriefing.
alright, cool, man. We got it on the third try, that's nice. Nice job. Yeah.
You are making a mark. It's slowly.
Hey, Lashrak. What's that? Yes. Yes. Yes, I've been with my wife for 14 years, and we're gonna celebrate our 9th year anniversary on Monday. You know. So I am well versed in the game of matrimony.
Just a few episodes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, man, I spent a bunch of time from those streaming years, and then we had the conversation. Because things worked out in my wife's career to you know, to finally have a kid, and then he like turned a year old like 3 days after our president got elected, and it was hard, man, because I see a lot of people growing up in this economy struggling, especially because of AI. Apparently they want to deregulate AI development for the next 10 years. And what that pretty much means is that they do not have to make AI for any other reason than to make rich people more money. They don't have to make AI to actually help the public. They can make AI for war. They can make AI to police people. They can make AI to do a whole bunch of things to just assert control over the masses. You know, take on the project of complete domination, if that's what they want to do. A More Perfect Union is a channel on YouTube that tracks corruption, amongst other things, and they found memos that were indicating that AI hasn't made back its money. Hundreds of billions of dollars have been put into AI, and what we've discovered is that it's not yet quite making money. They want to get it to the point where it's smart enough to basically do everybody's job better than a human, and then that means that businesses and corporations don't have to hire people. What's going to happen to people? And then apparently AI is going to take up massive amounts of energy and up to 30% of our used water. You know, so what happens to our water at a time of climate change where we're going to need water? So what it's starting to say, and they're saying that in the US alone we're going to need something like 92 nuclear reactors to power AGI. We only have 5. So so my feeling is that, you know how like in the Matrix, when they ran out of energy because of you know, there was no more sun, you know, they blocked out the sky. When they ran out of energy, they started turning people into batteries. Well, in a weird way, because they need the same resources of energy and water as we do in order to cool their servers as well as power them. It's almost like the people making AI today are sacrificing mankind's needs in the short term and potentially the long term to feed AI. You know, which I find to be offensive. You know. Back. Okay.
Big bag.
Ample backup. Trustworthy colleagues. Dutiful sons.
Oh, yeah.
This is maintenance area AF-134K.
Yeah, absolutely.
Advanced
So
production
Terminator,
line
The
AF-135K.
Matrix, and Horizon Zero Dawn. All that shit. I don't know if you played Horizon Zero Dawn, but that storyline is in there. Sucks. Machines are not your friends. No. I've used a little bit of ChatGPT, but
Boxbuster dealt with.
but apparently, if you want to be like polite to ChatGPT, you know, because you're worried that it's gonna remember you and then, you know, chop off your head later on. It takes a lot of energy. Like, it takes a lot of electricity, just like power. Oh my god. Running out of ammo. Oh, there's ammo. Need a grenade. Helpful. Okay. Oh shit.
Cold fusion? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, man. Right now, I mean, so in the U.S., they're trying to roll back the legal justification that that is the basis for our climate change laws. Like they just want to deregulate all environmental protections. So that's a big problem because it means that, like, as one example. Yeah, I mean, so, you know, the engineers that are not allowed to consider electronic, they're not allowed to consider environmental concerns, means that, you know, a lot of people could get sick. And, you know, and if we lose clean air and water, they're just going to privatize it. They're going to turn it into a business and sell it back to us at a premium. So, you know, it's just like a lot of doomsday shit, man. I'm trying to think, like, what is, you know, what's like a kid today gonna, you know what I'm saying? My son's gonna be so pissed. Son's gonna be so freaking pissed. Like when he finally understands. I'd be pissed. I'm already pissed. In the 80s, I was pissed. They were talking about climate change back in the 80s, man. There was Earth Day specials. It basically said that our planet was going to blow up. Well, that hasn't exactly happened. It doesn't seem like it's gotten better. They're wrong about? When they think I'm wrong about what? Damn it.
yourself up now.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. It'll be all new shit. Maybe. Did you ever have like that experience with like your folks where they're referring to the world in a completely different way than the one that you're experiencing? Like my mom was really big on telling me you have to have a backup job. You have to have a backup job. Backup job. What is that? You know, like a job that you just pay your bills with. What are you talking about? What? It's like there's either the jobs that don't pay you good enough, or the careers you need to build that you can't get because it turns out that a bachelor's degree isn't good enough. So you gotta go into debt for that shit. I'm like, where's this job that you could just get that pays your bills? And that's it. And is very, very reliable and, you know. When I when I was a kid and I saw the Earth Day special, I said to my mom, the planet's gonna explode, what do we do? Right? She's like, don't worry, other people are gonna figure it out. You'll be fine. That's what she said. Technically I was, but it seems like we're losing all of our glaciers. It seems like we're a lot of species are going extinct. Like, I might not be feeling it, but it's being felt somewhere in the world. That shit is not great. You know, and I don't think my mother ever really looked at the economy for anything. It's odd. What else did I get warmed by my parents? My parents never had a talk about excessive force or police brutality with me. And I kind of went on like road trips as a kid with like underage drivers, and I found myself in the proximity of hanging with like you know, every once in a while, like you just find yourself hanging out with gang members, you know, without even realizing it after the fact. Trying to, you know, smoke weed before that became legal. You know, there were just things where I think I didn't need to do any of that shit. It wasn't like I was like, I gotta have this experience, you know. I give my father credit. My father was like, don't ever, like, if you feel like you're doing something that might get you in trouble, don't do it. Like, you know, because you're in the wrong environment, it's not really safe, you know. Because if you get, then he showed me an article that basically went right to the jugglers. Like, if you go to prison, they will rape you. That's it. It's a done deal. You're gonna get raped. I was like, damn, serious? He was like, yeah. And then he showed me an article where somebody else went to prison, and I guess he was writing his experiences to warn people, and whatever, I'm not gonna go into it. It was a gruesome story, but essentially that person got raped. And it's like, you see that? I was like, okay, all right, I believe you. He was he spent a few years early on in his career in corrections before he didn't like the job, and he switched over to post office police. And then closer to retirement, he actually did several years in parole. So that was his journey. I didn't grow up with him, so I didn't get too many of the stories, but you know. Then I look at like these activists like Greta Thunberg, super young. That girl's possessed. Nobody does that. Well, girls her age are on Instagram or like in the gym trying to lift and get their glutes big. That's a very unique person that is like the touch of, it's like she's like somebody reincarnated into Greta, and it's like, I still got work to do. She just hit the ground running, and she's very serious, and she puts herself in a lot of danger. And when you see her on camera talking about what she's doing, she's got this glass-eyed, it's like she's not even here, man. It's like she's seeing into a different dimension. Like whatever it is that's, yeah, she is a weirdo. She's freaking weird. None of the instincts that you would think, man. She's just out there on the fringes, on boats getting blown up. The boat got blown up. She got on another boat trying to bring food to Palestine. They had one video, and she was like, we're going to go bring food past a blockade. Then we saw a video of it being blown up, and I think she got on another boat. And then that boat, she got arrested. And then they sent her on a plane. And they were like, we're gonna arrest you, put you away next time. And then you see her on the plane, and she just looks sad, like, damn, it didn't work. You know, she's playing by a different set of rules. I almost want to see her be president. Because we're in the age of cartoon presidents. You know, like unreal, kind of like hyper realistic characters, like weird. No, she's not. No, she. They said that they threatened her. They like give her like some sort of a warning or some shit like that, and then they put her on a plane back to her country. I feel like I would like to see her be a world leader and just see what she does, and like how an entire nation is reshaped in her vision. You know, like, you know, when people voted for Trump, they voted for weird shit. They voted for, you know, a very effective strong man. They wanted just somebody who was gonna get anything done. They didn't give a shit. And I feel like now we are in the vicinity where we're gonna see essentially like the Riddler, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of characters become presidents now. Think she'd be a bad leader? I don't know, man. I don't know, because remember, it's not just her. It's her and her whole cabinet. So whatever she would lack in being a leader, like, I don't think Trump is a good leader. I think Trump is surrounded by a lot of, I think what he, well, you know what? I'm gonna remix that statement. I don't think he's a good leader because I think morally he's not a good person, but I do think that he did a good job where he made the executive decision to hire yes men, even if they weren't qualified, because that's what it would take for him to get anything done. Now, I don't know what her... I don't know. Because I mean, look, she got crazy people to go to get her on the boat or follow her on the boat, whichever. You know, so she might have skills. You know, like one-on-one. What if she tells the best dad jokes? Like you wouldn't even realize it, but she does the deadpan humor like a fucking champ, and you don't even see it coming. She's like a killer. Like she'll give you a heart attack because of how good she is with like keeping a straight face. If you go fishing with her, you're dead.
Are you regenerating?
Can't go fishing. Greta Thunberg, because she'll tell you that if you want to get your fish, you've gotta rescue a third world country first. That's the only way you get your fish. I like that this team is very cautious around this corner. I would be too.
What's that mean?
A degenerate, so mean. Oh, don't do that. God. No. Oh, I got some pants. Ogren Master of War? If you don't get the need, oh dude, that's saint shit. That's what that is. Like, exactly right. You don't understand. Like wow, that's a lot of work. Why would you go that far, right? That's kind of what a certain type of mythical person does. You know, Mother Teresa shit. That's what this girl's fate. God. Yeah, she's not.
Don't wander. Stay here.
She has like if empathy could be measured in like megatons, she's up there. You know what I'm saying? She can't. I don't think she can help herself.
We keep fighting.
I mean, she's on a mission. She has an extraterrestrial disposition. They're saying that whales have been decoded. They're saying that they decoded whales, and now Oh, yeah. Yeah, so if she were a billionaire heiress that was also incredibly athletic, like ninja level athletic, I'd be like, oh my god, it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like if she had like Tony Stark level money and she's just like not at home enjoying her money, she's like around the world hiring like the A-team and dressing in tight-fitting outfits, and just, you know, and then she's always pretending to be like partying, but then like the buildings are blowing up wherever she goes to party, shit like that. Like I'd be like, oh my god, we have a superhero. It's like the marriage between someone with incredible empathy and tons of money to like mask their behavior has happened, and she's on it. Like I don't think how long before you have like cartoon characters like Trump and Elon Musk that you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have the other version of it. You know, you're gonna have the person that's just like doing the comic book shit. It's gotta happen. One thing nobody thinks about. The influencer squad instead of the justice. Oh my god, the first superheroes are gonna be influencers. Shit. Purple hair. What's that? What's the I pushed that thing. Was it those avatars? The anime avatars, like the waifus? What are they called? I forget what the word was for. I was thinking about having one, like a little dude that talked, you know, whenever I talk. You get that like motion capture shit, and then you VTubing, VTubers. Oh no, somebody died.
Not everything has to burn. No, almost nothing. In fact,
There was a med kit on my body.
God.
because they are performative, not professional.
Why not get one if you want? Oh, a VTube, like a apparently they cost $1,000 or up to $2,000. You know, it's like rent money because it takes a while to develop them and all the different animations you can get. And this channel doesn't earn money, obviously. So, well, there's no budget for it. No, what I'm gonna do is a little bit easier is yeah, what I'm gonna get is just a green screen. Just and just eventually just, you know, show my head. I have a camera that's decent. I just need that. So Fire one. Locate them by payoff. Pirate one? I don't know. I wouldn't even know how. I'm not like really cool and hip when it comes to the internet. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Like, that's why I don't even mod games. Very worried about getting a virus.
Push onwards to Kulint control. His light is upon ye! Scab shotgunner!
We gotta be careful here because this is where we got wrecked by all those. And again, yes, that's right. This is exactly like that. They took the formula of Left 4 Dead, man. They applied it onto Vermintide. No, I'm on PC with a controller. Yeah. Yes, I am on PC with a controller. Did you see controller type maneuvers? Definitely doesn't look like a mouse is moving, right? I never got to the point where I could do this on. I don't remember the last time I actually used a mouse and keyboard. Maybe Doom, like really old school shit. I didn't Wolfenstein 3D. I didn't really spend a long time. Once it came up on a pad, like I just stayed there. Oh, correct. That's right. Oh, that would do it. Yeah, no, I stayed on PC because
acceptable quality.
Well, my friends, I played this. Also, I played this initially. Played this on God, what was that service? GeForce Now, because it came out so long before the console release, and I didn't have a PC at the time, but I could play it through GeForce Now on my Edge browser on the Xbox. That's how I got into this game. I really enjoyed it back then. When I got finally a PC, I was able to just play this on the PC. It was alright.
I hope you want to fight. Hound's gone still to the flame.
Enemy spotted!
Yeah, I will go back to Vermintide. They've actually added new maps. That game stays relevant. But I want to make time to play some other stuff. I miss Helldivers. And I miss playing Forever Winter. So the stuff I want to play. And now that like Mecha Break released, which is like free to play, Mecha Break, and
Cypher exfiltration faltering. Connection lost. Compensate.
Resident Evil 2.
Completion imminent.
Wow. What the remake that was on the modern consoles or like the original? Remake? Yeah, it's good. They did a great job with it.
Cryonic rods in position. Move to matrix fire and commence system flush.
Yeah, I think they put him in they put Leon in like a G-string, didn't they? I remember seeing images of that. That shit was on the news. Formats never really work right, man. In the Tomb Raider trilogy, right? They have mods that put her in skimpier clothing, and like the animations are good. Like people know how to animate, you know, women's bodies or whatever, but it doesn't look right because she wasn't built to move. You know, it's just weird. It's just weird. Lady Dimitrescu is probably a better example from Resident Evil 8. You know, but then it turns out that even though that was like a big draw, she only lasted like not that long. Isn't like you just like replace a folder with like another kind of folder or something?
Oh, that's right. That's how it works with Fallout, right? Fallout and Skyrim and stuff. Yeah. Speaking of Skyrim and Fallout and all that stuff, did you play anything? Did you play? What's that one? Starfield.
Good times.
I gotta go and finish Cyberpunk, man. I did not finish Phantom Liberty. Bummed out. Screw that. I got into the hype, man. I got my Starfield, and I didn't finish the campaign. I just didn't finish it. But I will try to.
I'll have it. We're going the right way. I have to say, everywhere always looks the same. Always covered in black. Because they have self-fear.
Task varlets. Redeploy cryonic rods to where they are needed. Take the shiny blue stick and put it in the hissing box. Can you do that?
Chances by always one for kill.
And speaking of Starfield, I also picked up No Man's Sky. And I haven't touched that one yet. Right.
Very well, varlets. You can now extract.
No Man's Sky. And then I also picked up. Let's see. A space like looter called Everspace 2, which I was playing back to back with Skull and Bones. Oh yeah, I was saying Starfield. I was saying that that I played through almost all of my first run, and then I just stopped. It's crazy. No Man's Sky is a bit of fun. I like the space stuff. Should have more time for it. I'm looking at Jump Space and I'm looking at Wildgate, which are co-op and PvP centered. Some people are trying to get me into oh, we got through 21. Good team. Stam map that I've been struggling with. Good team. That's good. You know what? I could go on, but I think I'm not gonna. Hold on. You need some milk? I'm sorry, what? Okay. That was so I was curious. Oh, what is this penance? Complete 45 out of the following penances. Master of War, I got a thing. Great tank battalions. Unstoppable, pushing all foes beneath their advance. Okay, that's cool. What was the one that did it? Abilities. With one frag bomb, kill 25 enemies 25 times. Crowd control. And then what's this one? 75 havoc missions. Okay. Nox Defiant camo. I like Nox Defiant. Anyway, all right, some progress. Let's hope. Let's cross our fingers that next session we'll be able to push forward. And I don't know. Just keep going forward. Just keep going forward. Every session is a gamble, man. We just want to win a little bit more than we lose and push it forward. Damn it. Yeah, there's so much to play, man. I'm excited. Yeah, it's weird about Starfield, man. They have a DLC. I got the DLC. But it's, it kind of didn't blow people away. I think they kind of want to support it long term. But I think it's all through the Creators Club, rather than really good meaty DLCs like they did for Fallout 4. I think Far Harbor was exceptional to people who like Fallout 4, and
I remember thinking it was quite immersive. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take, but I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds. That's when to shut. Yeah, I suppose. I wonder why that happened, man. Maybe it's just like when you have an original idea, you take care of it more. You know, if it's fresh, if it's new, if you're the first people working on it, you know, and then it just degrades over time, you know, because suits are cutting corners. They're not really, you know, it's like they're just making money off of the brand. Excuse me. So, yeah. Yeah, seems that way. Something to think about. If I get in on Unreal and I find that I like it and I can learn it and I can understand it, well, the next thing is to come up with ideas. And Elder Scrolls. I want to play the remaster of Oblivion, but I gotta look at it because I think there were like some pros and cons to that one. I never beat Oblivion. It was like I think I was just too young for it. It was like over my head when I tried to play it. The Shrek, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for hanging out with me and you know, getting reacquainted and stuff like that. It made the time fly, and I think it brought a little bit of luck. Because I haven't been able to pass 21 like, well, in a long time. And thanks to Justin for also turning in, and thanks to anybody else who's been coming and going the entire time and hanging out. But I am crossing over into Sleepy Place, and I'm gonna go and get those Z's. Okay, but I probably will be back tomorrow to try to push this forward and see if we can bring our Ogren towards completion. Yeah, same Shrek. Thank you guys. I salute thee. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and yeah, we'll play next time. Peace out. Good night and cookie.